It's the old bully. I just want to reach out to everyone in the crypto space right now and just talk about what's going on in the world. I'm 56 years old. I've watched a lot of ins and outs of stuff over the years. I was a young man when computers came into being, and it started off exactly the same way crypto started off. It started off with crazy acceleration of companies. Things were very expensive. A lot of companies went broke, and then it settled down. And I was a 35-year-old sort of guy when the internet sort of had the big boom, and we saw Amazon not make money for 10 years, and everyone said that trading Amazon stocks was just insane, and why would you do that? And there's no way Amazon will ever make money. I mean, that was literally a staple, and we could probably find dozens of articles if we looked, where the Washington Post and major newspapers around the world were saying things like, there's just no way this company will ever make money. And it was considered a biblical prophecy that it would never happen. And yet there's Amazon going on at one point to be the largest company in the world. So when you've got a bit of age behind you and you realize that these industries start small and shaky and they're the Wild West, there's terrible mistakes that happen and companies lose money and they go broke. The dot-com bubble, and then we went into social. We watched all those social media companies start and fail and go out of business. And what you get left with at the end is a complete industry that started as nothing and ends up being something. Well, crypto's in exactly the same space as computers were, and then the dot-com era was, and then, or websites, and then social. We've now got Bitcoin. It's not even 12 years old yet. And we're just starting to come into the part where it's starting to get stable. And what I want everyone to think about right now is the government. You look at this article. Here's the government releasing its crypto regulatory framework. And here's what you need to know. And I love this line. It highlighted the need for protecting consumers. It's the government that just printed 80% of all US dollars in the last 2 years. All US dollars that have ever been in production have been printed in the last 2 years. They made that money out of thin air. And the only people that benefit from that are the people that get paid in US dollars before anyone else. So government workers and the rich people that have government contracts. Everyone else has their actual money they have in the bank deflate by 80%. All right. So governments want to protect consumers. Please do that. Come on to a Bitcoin standard where there's only 21 million of them and it can never be inflated. I would love to see you do that. Anyway, I think it's insane what's going on. And people, remember, the governments work for you. We have this all backwards in our world, that we, the people, have no power. All right? I'm not saying resurrection and I overthrow governments. I'm just saying tell the government what you want. All right? I believe we want to be in control of our own money. We want to actually know that it's stable and that anyone can use it and no one can shut it off. No one can debank you. No one can just say, no, not interested in giving you a loan, not interested in helping you get forward in life. Once money's out of control of the powerful and it's owned by everyone, that's going to be the next step in human evolution, I believe. Cheers.